anything blue didn't melt.
I know.
Anything blue didn't catch fire. And it's because the laser does not burn blue.
Yeah, the government has over 150 patents on weather modification. They admitted to creating a catastrophic weather storm. They admitted it.
Why?
And they apologized.
Because they didn't want to host?
They messed up. Okay, so we're back.
Okay.
For another episode of Tinfoil and Tan Lines.
Yes.
Today we're going to be talking about something called geoengineering. I think more commonly people know it as chemtrails.
Cloud seeding.
Cloud seeding.
Yeah.
I love starting kind of with like our history with each of these. Well, this isn't even a theory, this one.
This has been proven.
This has been proven.
The files have been released.
Yes.
Declassified.
Declassified information. So when I was, I don't know, maybe, I don't want to give my age away, but like a while ago, once I learned about, someone was talking about chemtrails, and I thought, well, first I was like, what are you talking about? And then when it was explained to me, it's like, oh, when you see those big long white stripes in the sky, like what is that? And I always assumed it was airplanes. In fact, actually, I never really noticed them. I was like, oh, you're right. Like, what is this? You know, it was kind of thing. I was like, oh, I've never seen that before, but it's been there this whole time. And then I would see them everywhere, like all the time. So it's like hyper-focused. And then I would start filming them, taking pictures of them. And anyways, got into the researching of it. And yeah, it's like a real thing. And so we can get started with what it is.
I feel like they're doing a good job to make you not notice them because I've noticed in like movies and stuff now, they're in the sky.
Okay.
They never show blue skies anymore.
Do you remember the movie? It's a Pixar movie, so it's a cartoon.
Okay.
And it's the one with the dinosaur. The green dinosaur.
Oh,
the good dinosaur.
The good dinosaur.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
So in that movie, which is like prehistoric or what, I don't know what era, but there wasn't airplanes. There was like a couple of chemtrails in the sky, and I was like, they added that to that movie. I was like, that's so. I remember watching it and seeing it real time.
Hilarious. I feel like it's just to like desensitize you.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
I agree.
to like just kind of like subliminally like, oh, it's
this
always
is what's
there.
always in the sky. Yeah.
My favorite is when you see the clouds and they're like bump, 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 and then bump, bump, bump. Like,
oh, like almost like a perfect.
Yes.
Like,
but like we saw that in the sky the other day. It was like two, like they must have been very close, but the wind must have been blowing. So they were literally like perfect little like, I don't know, bumps like that.
Yeah. No, once you start looking up, you see a lot of weird things. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to, that's for another time, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, night sky.
Orbs and weird stuff.
Yeah, all sorts of things.
That'll be a fun one.
That'll be a really fun one.
So
yeah, so it is there, and then most people will say, "Oh, that's just normal, like contrails from planes," which is the water vapor.
Which those are real too.
Yes, and it's funny. So many times I have seen a contrail and then like a chemtrail in the same time. So like there's an airplane creating a normal little trail that dissipates.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't like go from horizon to horizon. It's short. And then there's like one that's like shooting out this big white line of like, it looks like paint almost across the sky. So it's like, okay, well, obviously those two things aren't the same. So something's different.
Something very different. Yeah. I did see here, I mean, I wrote down here, let me see. So Washington, D.C. just came out with reports in a bill on September 16th of this year. And it basically, this bill defines what weather modification is. Isn't that crazy? So they're coming out and they're...
I know, they admit it.
Admitting
but then
it now.
They'll still like gaslight you and tell you it's not true.
Well, I mean,
like, that's just normal.
Even a couple of years ago, if you said anything about chemtrails, they were like, you're crazy. Like, that's not real. But yeah, it is real because they're talking about it. It's in a bill, And so we can talk about what are some of the things that like the purposes of weather modification,
I mean, ultimately, in my opinion, play God. But there's money to be made. They're able to create rainfall where they want and then prevent it where they don't want it. They're able to steer storms. Like, I think there's no proof of this, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of, like, those crazy storms we've seen in the last few years, like hurricanes and things, is based off of what they're doing to our weather.
Totally. So. Like the flooding in Texas, the flooding in South Carolina, like... 100% weather modification.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, all signs lead to that being the truth, but
and again, following the
No.
money, you know, like
Mhm.
what do they have to gain by clearing out those cities, clearing out those towns? There's always some sort of
agenda.
agenda.
And it's always like you can find it.
Mhm.
Like, 2 years ago they met to create a smart city out of this area.
Yeah.
And then a few years later it burnt down mysteriously.
Yeah.
And hydrants were turned off. And
or there's like mines or there's things that they're mining that they're wanting to get, or
that too, resources.
You know, people don't want to leave that area, so they almost force them out. I mean, we could even say Maui, you know, like if we wanted to go there, you know.
Totally.
So I think once you start seeing that, it's just hard again to unsee it, you know.
Oh, for sure. And then to your point about it, like it's being kind of like, it's not even hidden, like not hidden in plain sight. It's like in plain sight, but then they still want to make you seem like you don't know what you're talking about if you bring it up. It's really strange. Yeah, the government has over 150 patents for weather modification. You can look them all up. So it's like it's a real thing.
So that's the kind of stuff I love, because it's like, okay, it's not just hearsay. It's like I can go and actually go to the United States Patent Trademarking Office and I can look up, oh, okay, this is a patent for geoengineering, for weather modification. So, I mean, weather modification has been going on now, though, for a long time. You know, I mean, it's been going on since, like, I know they used it during the Vietnam
60s,
War.
I want to say, or maybe you could pull it up.
Yeah, it was.
It has been a long time. At least, you know, they could have been doing it before then even, but what they say. No,
so like 70 years, I feel
How
like.
many?
Like 70 years they've been doing it at least.
That's a long time.
Yeah, you can even go online now. It's been declassified for Vietnam. It was called Operation Popeye. So you can go and like look this up yourself. But but they want to extend the monsoon season for 30 to 45 days. And so basically just create like horrible situations for the people that they were supposedly like fighting against, you know? And I don't know. I've talked to people about this and they're like, that's crazy. But like literally you can go and look this up. It's right there. It talks about it. It's been declassified. And then Operation Sea Spray, that one was like in the 50s. Basically, that one was like a biological warfare attack on the people of San Francisco.
I knew. Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen photos of it. It's really creepy. It's like a dense fog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unnatural.
I know. It's like they say they do it. They're doing it. You can see it right over your head. And yet people still don't believe it. I don't get it. But
yeah. It's crazy. I know.
That's like where I always resort to. I'm like, how do people not like at least notice that like there's something up with the sky? In fact, one time I was in an airplane and I flew right by one. Not spraying. It had already sprayed the stripe, but it was so like thick. It almost like you could walk on it. And it was weird. It like floated like perfectly. It was like perfectly flat on top, tapered like kind of round on the bottom, like perfectly flat. It was just was like floating in the air.
Weird.
It looked really weird up. Like I was like right there out my window. I was like, oh my gosh. If I could find
that heavy metal sandwich.
Yeah, look at that. Exactly. Yep. So I took a video of it, photos, but it was so long ago. If I could find it, I'll throw it up. But it was really crazy to see it up close. It's like, whoa, this is like very different than like clouds.
A natural cloud.
Yes.
I mean, you think about what are natural clouds normally. Like they're the big fluffy white clouds.
Generally. I mean, we have different kinds.
We have different kinds. I think there's 4 different, 5. Yeah, that's the one I remember from like
Stratus.
grade school.
Wait, is that part of the atmosphere?
No, stratus is one, cumulus, and then
the stratosphere is what I was getting at.
Yeah, there's stratus, and then what is the 4th one? Cumulus, cumulonimbus, stratus, and then there's Cirrus. Yeah, look at us. Yes, we remember.
We sure do. We're homeschool moms too, so but I haven't even taught really the class since they were in kindergarten.
Yeah, but you don't really see.
There's less of it.
Ones.
Well, and here's like so annoys me is waking up on a day where it's like perfectly blue and then by the end of the day they start spraying. End of the day it's like a white haze.
Yeah, it's so gross.
Yeah.
I mean, and the problem too is like it's raining down heavy metal on you, on your food, in your water. So it's just I don't know.
I think it's part of probably what's killing the bee population too.
Probably.
I know they're using it to add, I think it's iron and sulfur to the ocean surface to help the ocean to absorb some of the more of the carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Right. But then what's happening is it's causing all those massive toxic algae blooms.
Yeah.
So
Which
it's just
we've
like
seen. They're so gross.
And it's like, okay, you start playing God and start messing with the environment, there's going to be consequences. And then now they're trying to like clean things up and fix it, you know, but then I think they just keep making it worse. Like, just stop.
Well, and that's the thing is they don't know what the outcomes are going to be. They don't know in like 20, 30, 40 years, like what is it going to look like for the people that have been sprayed, been being sprayed for like the last
like bugs.
80 years. Exactly. So I think all of that just kind of plays into like health and wellness. And again, like you can't live your life in fear, but you can try to be proactive. You can try to make sure you're doing heavy metal detoxes, like making sure you're drinking water that's from a good source.
Well, I can't help but think about when you said proactive, Tennessee, they banned chemtrails in their state.
Did they ban them on
years ago?
Like federal or state level?
So,
because there's two levels.
I know. And so I don't know, but one of them. But I'm like, it's just further proof that it's like a real thing.
It is, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Well, even here, like in Idaho, for a while, like it was, I'm trying to think exactly when it was, but I want to say like, I don't know, a few months ago at least, maybe like 6 months ago. But there's a petition going around for people to like send in like letters to their senators saying like, please ban this. Like, so I mean, I did. I feel like a lot of people I know were writing to their senators. Like it was literally already filled out. You just had to send it to like 100 emails to be like, hey, say no to this like proposition.
It just blows my mind. Like being in the whole like, I don't know. I hate the word conspiracy theory because I feel like the difference between a conspiracy theory and truth is like, what is it? They say like 6 to 12 months or something like that. Like eventually it's like, they were right. Yeah. So like when I remember like talking about chemtrails in the beginning, like years ago, like it was people thought it was so weird. So I didn't really talk to many people about it because it was like nobody talked about it, heard about it, and they thought you were crazy. And now people are like writing letters and it's like all over. It's great.
Yeah, it is great. It just sucks in the moment where you're kind of like feeling, I'm so alone. I'm pioneering something. I'm trying to get information out and people can't receive or hear what I'm trying to say. But I think you just constantly talk about it enough that I think people finally, it starts to sink in.
It does.
It just takes a little bit of time because it's hard to wrap your mind around.
I think it's all the chemtrails. It's like dumbing us down. So we're having a hard time figuring things out. Brain fog.
I know.
Yes. Well, I wonder if that's where the term came from. Fog. Like chemical fog into your brain, making you dumb.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't be. Nothing surprises me.
Nothing anymore.
I'd be surprised, but not that surprised.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little surprised.
But yeah, so I just think I think that's one of the things that kind of like, as far as conspiracy theories goes, that was kind of like my next logical step of kind of like after vaccines, it was like, oh, chemtrails, like kind of started like going down that little rabbit hole of like, is this real? Like, what is it? Like,
And then you start seeing it, like we were saying earlier, and it's like you can't unsee it. Like now if there's ever any in the air, it's like I know how to decipher. Because like what happens is they'll spray all the stripes, and sometimes they'll do them in grids, X's and all that.
To try to like just make a blanket.
And then that's what happens. It starts to spread out. And then the next thing you know, it's like that white film in the sky. And according to a really reputable website that like digs way into this topic I think it's called Geoengineeringwatch.org.
Okay.
They were saying that compared to 50 years ago, only, I think it's like 25 to 30% of the direct sun rays are reaching the Earth.
How sad.
I think and they call it global dimming.
Yeah.
So global dimming is what they were trying to do with the chemtrails is like trying to dim the sun down to lessen global warming.
Right. I mean, because the sun has so many healing properties,
Yeah, it's like, to me, it's like they're blocking it out so we suffer.
Yeah, because it's just like, like hospitals used to have sun decks where they would put their patients outside in the sun.
There's still other cultures that like will take their babies out and put them in the sun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
how sad. I mean, I love the sun. I mean,
we love
summer
tan lines.
forever. Exactly. Summer forever.
Yeah. But like to your point about the sun, like and how it's like not the direct sun rays aren't reaching the Earth as much anymore. And then like people have brought this up and I didn't really notice it until they were talking about it. But I'm like, gosh, I kind of feel like they're right. Like the sun is more white in color. Or it used to be warmer, like more of a yellow orange.
Yeah.
Like you'll notice it now. Like the sun just seems more just like bright white, almost like more LED-esque versus incandescent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do, yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, I'm wondering if it's because of all the stuff in our atmosphere. Like it's just blocking
Probably.
it.
Well, that's what I was going to say when my mind went blank. Okay, so sometimes
brain
when
fog.
yes, it's a brain fog. When you look up at the sun, you'll notice like a halo around the sun.
Yeah.
And
What do they call it? A dog? No, that's the stripe one across.
Oh, that one was weird. I've seen that
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Did you see it? It was
Sundog. They called it a sundog.
It was just like a little like rainbow in the sky. Like it was
No.
just like this big. It was bizarre. I'll show you. I took a picture of it. It's so weird.
You're like me. I was like, ooh, what's that?
We'll post this on the notes. But I don't ever remember that when I was a kid. I don't remember ever looking up and seeing like a ring around the sun, like a rainbow ring around the sun.
Yeah. Well, they say if they're spraying, like, because they're saying there's like strontium, barium, aluminum. There's a ton of heavy metals. And it's like, when that, like, it's supposed to refract the sun. So that would make sense. It would like create maybe that look, right? Of like reflecting the sun off and creating like a prism of color.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you ever see, it was a group of pilots and environmentalists, I think. I haven't watched it in forever. But they get together in this big like hearing type setting. And they're up there talking about, pilots are coming up and saying, this is not a natural contrail. Let's get down to the science about it. Yeah. Like, what are they spraying? Like, you know, all these things. And they're doing testing of our soils. Like, even up in the mountains, like where it's pretty much untouched.
Right.
Like they're finding all of those things in the natural springs, the streams. Yeah. So it's like, where is it coming from? It's coming from the air.
Yeah.
And it's just raining down on us.
On you. Yeah.
So
awful.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense too, because like I was telling my husband, I was like, I've noticed that when you do have all those chemtrails and then it like rains, I always feel awful after it. And so
well, that's another thing. It's like, what else are they putting in that? Like, I mean, this is totally
Operation Sea Spray. It could be anything.
Speculation, yeah. I mean, they could be putting viruses or any kind of, I don't know. We don't consent to this.
No.
And like they're just putting whatever up there, and it's okay.
I wouldn't be surprised because there were people that were like taking water samples and stuff after it like rained, and there were weird, like viruses. There were weird bacteria.
Oh, really? Like, okay.
Yeah, that like wouldn't
naturally be there.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So. Okay, so what was I saying about wildfires? Like all of these chemicals, heavy metals, like that would just exacerbate like a natural fire.
Yeah.
Like you're now like putting like something more flammable on already flammable trees and brush. So I think that's one of the reasons why our wildfires are so out of control.
That would make sense because, I don't recall fires again. Like I remember a fire every now and then because I grew up here.
It's like things are just getting worse.
It's like, there's way more
I'm
fires.
from SoCal, so Southern California, and like we're known for wildfires. Okay. And like, they're terrible there. Absolutely terrible. And like the one, what was it, the Paris fire a few years ago? That was really weird.
That one was weird.
That one we could like do a whole episode on.
I know, the laser beams.
Yes, people said they saw it, which is like, direct energy weapons that the government does have.
Yeah, it's like, not Project Bluebeam.
Project Bluebeam is for projection of images.
Okay.
DO is direct energy weapons.
Okay, I'm thinking of something different then. Okay.
And people were saying like, we saw this like big light come down when then the fire started. And
I've heard that.
Yeah. And then like how like certain things like melted and other things like there'd be like a tree.
Yeah.
And then there'd be like a melted car.
Yeah.
It's like
doesn't
right there.
Make sense. Well, during the like Maui fires and stuff, remember that? Like
did you ever Google Earth it?
What?
Sorry to interrupt you. No, keep going.
No, I was just gonna say like anything blue didn't melt. I know. Anything blue didn't catch fire.
Like it's so weird. There'd be like a blue umbrella or blue car, like those blue trash cans.
Yeah, not melted.
And everything's like decimated.
Except for the blue things
and blue roofs.
Well, and it's because the laser does not burn blue.
Yes.
I saw it they did it over red, yellow, and blue. And like red and yellow were like melted, but blue, it just kind of bounced off of it. So
I know. It's like it just gets you thinking. Like you just have to be open to the idea that like, there's probably something more sinister going on.
Always.
That's how we think. So
I mean, and again, we're not like fear mongering. We're just like it's interesting to talk about because it's like we want to know the truth. Like at the end of the day,
I don't want to be blindsided. Yeah. Like I can't live like that. And if I suspect something's up, like I'm not just gonna be like, oh well.
No,
like I'm gonna try to find.
Look.
I might not find it. Right, we might not find it, but at least we're gonna try.
Yeah,
and we'll be armed with some more information and just like it's like knowing because like honestly, and I know you agree. People in power, even the American government, they're not our friends. They're our foes. I want to know kind of like what they're doing so I could be prepared for the next thing. Right?
Right.
So I think it's just good. I think it's just smart.
Yeah. I mean, it's just digging, you know?
It's digging. So speaking of digging, after the Maui fire, I went on Google Earth because they did like they reshot it. You know, they do the images for Google Earth. It was all after the fire. So I was hovering over Maui and just so it was like apocalyptic, like totally destroyed, but the blue was there. I was finding it and I was like, this is crazy because I was
that down yet.
Because I know, I wonder if they've updated it. Because I was legit skeptical of the blue thing because I kept seeing it. I'm like, well, maybe people are just creating, you know, something out of nothing, like putting these things up and be like, oh, look. So like I went to Google Earth and I'm like, unless Google Earth is tricking me. Right. It was like all there.
It was there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they tell you, right? Truth in plain sight. Like they
have to. I think it's part of their thing.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's part of how they get away with what they do. Mm-hmm. Because we kind of consent without knowing we're consenting.
Right, exactly.
Like how they put things in movies and shows, like predictive programming, right? Like, we can go into that another time, but like that is a whole thing. And I think it's part of like how they justify doing what they do.
I mean, I think that's kind of what makes them not guilty of
that's what I think
all the things they do because they're like, well, we told you.
We told you.
Yeah. Yeah. Whether you noticed or paid attention, like they're like, that's not our problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Dang. It's messed up.
We went from chemtrails.
Why are they so mean?
Down a very dark.
This is what we always do.
I know.
I can't stay on track, but that's okay because it all kind of ties together. It's like the same people doing it.
Right, it is. So at the end of the day, like it's all part of the same plan and agenda, but it also just makes you realize too, like the Bible's true. Like it's literally being fulfilled like every day. Like parts are being fulfilled, you know? So that's interesting too.
I know how everything ties back to the scripture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will say, speaking of like the Bible and faith, knowing like who's really in control gives us so much comfort because like you don't want to put too much emphasis and focus on the enemies, right? But like we were saying.
No, that's really good. I mean, I had that thought this morning.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I literally was like, I feel like sometimes we give the enemy too much credit. Because it's like at the end of the day, he still only is allowed to do whatever like God allows him to do. You know, he can't just be willy-nilly. Like he still has to get permission and only has so much like room to go do whatever it is that he wants to do.
Well, so. I mean, based on like what we get out of scripture and things, like I think there's a real true like judicial system in heaven, and that's like ours is reflected off of that.
Oh yeah, totally.
So yeah, there are definitely limitations and things that I think can be done.
I agree, and I think too that like the world we live in right now, like there's a lot of bad that's going on, and I feel like it has gotten worse and worse. But I also think that like as people on the earth, we have a lot more authority over what's going on, like as far as like the bad things because of what we choose to do, because of like our decisions we're making. Like we're choosing to live outside of like the way we were created to live, and we're choosing to sin, and we're choosing to do fill in the blank because we want to. And so, I mean, I feel like in that we're partnering with the enemy, and that's like giving him more power.
Sure.
So it's like, what if we as a people were like, okay, we're going to like just pivot and we're going to stop doing these things. You know what I mean? But
yeah, no, I get it.
I think it would look a lot different, but
yeah, if everyone was just like
kind of
super
thoughts rolling
cool
through my head this morning.
That's good. That's a good thought. Before your coffee.
Yeah, before
you're just having
coffee.
It now.
I know.
No, your brain was working early.
Kind of.
From brain fog to like, wow, I was really philosophical.
I know.
Early on.
That was real deep. Okay.
Real deep. Okay, so yeah, so we talked about how there's 150 patents, how, I mean, you could clearly see it above your head, how the government admits to doing it, countries admit to doing it. I think, and gosh, I almost don't want to say this because I'm probably going to totally butcher this, but I think it was Japan or China. It was like where the Olympics were. This was like a while ago.
Okay.
Something about how they destroyed the whole event. And I'm totally going to Google this later and be like, no, that's not how it goes. But there is something where one of them they admitted to creating a catastrophic weather storm. They admitted it.
Why?
And they apologized.
Because they didn't want to host?
They messed up. I think they screwed up. Because like there's gonna be error. They're not gonna be able to like do this perfectly.
Right. Was it Winter Olympics? Because if
I think it was like too much rainfall.
Snow.
I think it was like torrential.
Oh.
Like just torrential rainfall, like flooding.
So somebody got fired.
Yeah, somebody got fired. Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, they're still doing that.
But I'm like, they admitted it and apologized. So they're obviously doing it.
I know, but we don't ever see this on like mainstream media. Like, it's not like something that's like broadcasted.
And like people think it's like, no, they would never do that. And I'm like,
but they would.
Do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
they actually are.
They would, and
that's what they want us to feel. They want us to think and feel that they would never do it.
Right.
But then they'll tell us they're doing it all at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Yeah. So, okay. So getting into more of, I guess, the effects that this can have on the environment. Oh.
Well, yes.
Obviously our food. Crops.
Our food. Yep. Our crops. Because it's just obviously it's going to affect like temperature. It's going to affect how much rain we're getting. It's going to affect, all of that, which I don't.
Oh, well, and to get into that, like how they're affecting it and like controlling it with HAARP.
Oh, yeah.
Which is in Alaska. And it stands for, okay, I got this. High Frequency Aurora Research something.
P.
What's P?
Project.
It is project. Okay, thank you. It's the struggle bus today. Okay, but like that is, they say they're like studying and doing tests on the ionosphere. But like I think, they're like, have you seen it? It's like
it's like a giant cloud making machine.
No, not HAARP.
Am I thinking of something else?
Yeah.
But you've seen that, right?
Yeah. No, HAARP's like, it looks like a bunch of antennas, like metal rods and stuff.
Oh,
but it sends up frequencies into the atmosphere.
Okay. And like radar, kind of.
Yeah. So I'm like thinking, okay, well, if they're spraying all this metal and then they're sending up these frequencies, like, what's it doing? Have you ever seen it when the sky looks like squiggles, like a bunch of them? Like it looks like frequency, like something.
Yeah.
It's happening.
So weird, yeah.
I'm like, that's not natural.
No.
And you could just Google, like go online and Google like weird cloud formations. And like some of them are just so unnatural.
Yeah.
And there's some really weird stuff like we're talking about, like the rings around the sun or other things like people see. Like, it's just, I know they'll just say, oh, it's just ice crystals in the sky.
Right. But no, it's not, because I've never seen that before growing up. Like never.
Yeah.
So I don't think that is.
It's kind of fun, like to be aware, because like
you notice
you're like,
things.
oh.
Yeah. It's
sometimes you want to give them the bird when they're doing it up there.
No, so get this. So I did take a picture one time of the sun when it had like a big ring around it. And I posted it to my Instagram and it like would not post it. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I know. Didn't like it.
You weren't even saying anything, you're just posting the photo?
Well, I did. I put something about the ring around
the sun. You pissed it off. Well, you just said ring around the sun. That's like not.
I know. So
figuring.
I just did it without
the caption.
Well, I changed the caption and then it let me post it. But that's
weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like it's not fact checking me like accurately, because I literally just took a picture and posted it.
Yeah.
Like it's not fake. It's not AI.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. That is interesting. I've had stuff like that too with Instagram. Or like hiding certain things. They shadow ban people all the time. Like there's certain accounts like that talk about things that they don't want us to know. Right. And I'll like all of a sudden be, I haven't seen a post from them in months. And I look them up and they're still there, but it's just they don't
pop up anymore.
Yeah, shadow ban them.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
I know.
Obviously,
and it's like, okay,
true then.
Exactly. Like, why would they hide something that was just a bunch of nonsense?
Right.
Like, they're hiding it because it's true.
I know.
Yeah.
So that is annoying, but it's good. I mean, I feel like a lot more people are becoming aware of this. So, I don't know.
No, it's good. And I think, people that are really into the environment and like, keeping it healthy and our animals and our plants, like they should be like pissed. I feel like that like subset group of people aren't like really paying attention, or they don't like think it's real.
Right. I mean, like global warming, like that is not real. I mean,
we call it global warming. Al Gore. Yeah, it's not real. And that's a whole thing too.
Whole nother podcast.
But yeah, I mean, it's something that is very real, and I did not consent.
I know.
Being sprayed like a mug.
I know. I didn't either. But do you have anything else?
I mean, I feel like we hit a lot of like the good highlights of it. We can go on and on certain like there's pictures of, and I don't see, the thing is, some of this you don't know it's true. Like there's pictures of like the
pilots spraying videos. Did you see that?
I've seen the videos, and I've seen that in the sky. Like talking about like where they'll like spray and then they'll stop and then they'll do it again. I've seen that with my own eyes. So it's like that's real. But like pictures of the big canisters of like, and it will say on there like kind of what's in it or like toxic. And apparently those are like what the tanks they're using to spray out of. And then there was a girl, she was in the military. She ended up whistleblowing on them about chemtrails.
Okay.
I'll have to look her back up. It happened a while ago, but.
What happened to her? Is she?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
She's still alive?
Who knows? I don't know.
I know.
I should look it up.
I know.
I wonder if I could even find it.
I don't know.
This was like years ago when the internet was less scrubbed.
Yeah.
It's much more, censored.
I wonder if there's any, like for a while, DuckDuckGo was supposed to be like the one that was uncensored. I feel like that's not so anymore.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I feel like there's other browsers that are like supposedly better now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't researched too much into that yet, but
maybe
we should.
Yeah, we probably should. Yeah. With DuckDuckGo, I do have. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting that like somebody actually came out and I forget her whole story. Of course, she was, I think, like threatened and all the things.
Probably.
Like family threatened and it's like what they do.
Probably lost everything.
Benefit
she had. Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
I know. But like so brave. Yeah, it's easy for us to sit here and talk about it.
Yeah, because we have nothing
the
to
only
lose.
ramifications is people might think we're nuts. It's like, who cares? It's the truth.
It is what it is.
The truth is weird. I'm telling you, the truth is stranger than fiction. And like that is such a true statement.
Yeah.
Like I've never understood it more than like the past several years.
Yeah.
Like it's so real to me. Like just when you think it can't get any crazier, it does. Like I feel like, chemtrails is like the very, very tip of an iceberg of a very gigantic mountain of just very dark, sinister things that go on.
Yeah.
Like this is like very surface level. But it's important.
We'll keep going deeper. We just want to kind of start like with our journey.
Yeah, we don't want to go straight into like, okay, I won't even say it, but like, we'll ease people in.
Yeah, we'll just ease people in and then we'll get on more interesting topics. Obviously things that like we can't prove, but maybe things that we've experienced or just things we've seen. Like I feel like those things are interesting.
So. Oh, it's going to be very fun.
Yeah.
I like cannot wait. Okay, well, this has been fun and I hope informative for people. Yeah. I know like this isn't something like we're experts in, but it's something we know of.
Right.
And,
I mean, and we have eyes in our head. We can see like people that are listening. Yeah. Like, they can clearly go out and see the same exact things. And like you said, like you didn't notice at first until it was pointed out.
Yeah.
So
exactly. I'm like, this was above me the whole time. I had no idea.
So hopefully we point it out and people, even if it's just one person that's like, oh, I mean,
write us a letter and tell us.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, send us an Instagram DM, write us a letter. What age is this?
And if you're mad, we have a special email for that.
Yeah.
Andrew at tinfoiltanlines.com.
Oh, God, it's going to kill you. I love it. All right. Well, until next time.
Yeah. All right.
Bye. Friend.